A Sport of King segment now. We are back, and the race for the Jockeys Championship in Jamaica is set for a grand climax with only 4 race days left this year at Caymanas Park. 2018 champion Anthony Thomas is on 84 wins, 5 more than 3-time champion Dane Nelson. But as you will hear from this report, their respective agents in this feature produced by Michael Edwards and voiced by Ricardo Chambers, there is mutual respect between both camps.
800 meters straight, but it's just tricked me out in front. Dane Nelson looking for his first win on the card. It is Buckalock and Anthony Thomas here. His Smoky Topaz on the outside, but Buckalock showed the stick. Thomas has his second.
In what threatened to become an uninspiring script with Dane Warrior Chief Nelson comfortably on course for a 4th championship, 2018 champion rider Anthony Thomas has ripped it apart, with racing fans now forced to wait for the final print of this expected blockbuster. With the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic came the decision from Nelson's connections for the bustling rider to remain in Jamaica following his recent exploits in Canada.
So King, can it get it done after the poor beginning and jumping Jenny on the outside? So King gets it done. Ridden a victory with his first start at ASD by Dane Nelson.
Sitting pretty atop the jockey standings for July, August and much of September, the turning point in the head-to-head contest came at the end of September.
But up front as they drive toward the line, it is Awesome Boy caught by fearless champion now, who swiftly takes charge and runs away to win it over Colbert.
As Thomas reeled off an impressive hat-trick on the 26th, then a staggering 5-timer on the 27th to log 8 wins over the weekend and move 7 wins clear of the Warrior Chief. Despite a gripping battle that has kept the atmosphere charged at Caymanas Park.
Nelson looking for his first win on the card. Mamacita chasing in the center. They're inside the final 16. It's Just Trick Me. Mamacita now begins to come fast over in the center, and Mamacita beats Just Trick Me.
The agents of the 2 leading jockeys maintain that there's great admiration and respect between the 2 camps.
Plenty of people don't know Dane is my jockey. Dane is my jockey. Trust me.
If there's such a thing as a perfect jockey, you would probably label Anthony Thomas as that. Mannerism, professionalism, work ethic, humbleness, or humility. He has the whole package.
Thomas currently leads by 5 wins. However, with Nelson having booted home 5 winners on November 7, it's expected to be a battle to the very end, as both are expected to secure some exciting rides and both remain hungry for success.
Being Dane's agent is a privilege, it's a joy, because he's probably the most liked jockey at the track. And the problems I have is selecting the right rides. But to get rides for Dane is no problem. He's well liked. He's probably labeled as the best. So it's not really hard for me to get a ride for Dane.
Anthony's work ethic is next to none. Can't compare. At the track, I don't feel have a comparison with the work ethic. You have a few other jockeys that work very hard, but I think, in my estimation, to the level of success right now and still doing what he's doing, over and not well. He's on top probably. He's up there now around 3 years now, 4 years, and still doing it. It's not easy. Anthony been here 5 o'clock every morning, and he's one of the last jockeys to come off the track every morning.
Very interesting there, George and Wayne Corey. Grant, the Anthony Thomas agent, a huge Arsenal fan, heaping praise on Dane Nelson, and conversely, Lerone Lee, the agent of Dane Nelson, heaping praise on Anthony Thomas. That was the significant point coming out in that feature, because both adversaries have so much respect for the other.
Absolutely. Go ahead, George.
You can go. You can go.
No,
I was going to tell you that you can go.
Okay. You're an expert in horse racing. You're almost a jockey, so I suggest you go first.
I defer to you, my friend. You're more handsome.
You're in a very good mood today. You're telling me I'm handsome. I've always been told how ugly I am by you. So therefore, George says I'm handsome. Please don't. There's a song that says take care of me, but so.
Can you talk about horse racing, please?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, George, you know exactly how I feel about horse racing. I just go there and I sit close to the winning post and I watch all the races. I think it's just an amazing sport. It's my favorite sport. It is just fantastic to just look at the jockey and this 10-ton horse. Well, not 10 ton, but I mean heavy horse. And they do so much stuff and they're so brave with it. And their skill set is fantastic. I love horse racing. So therefore I'm following this with, and I'm totally enjoying the camaraderie. And the camaraderie, the competition going on to the wire with 5. Thomas is leading by 5, right?
Yes.
With 4 races to go.
Remaining,
so everyone has to behave themselves, cannot afford to get suspended, and they need as much ride as possible. So I'm right there following it.
I remember when I was perhaps in high school, Joseph Buchanan, who is the uncle of one of our producers here at SportsMax, Zona Raid Buchanan, he and Andrew Ramjeet were involved in a Jockey's Battle, gentlemen. That was either the first year or the second year in the history of local racing that both combatants for the Jockeys Championship rode in excess of 100 winners. It was tremendous. It gripped me and my friends, everybody. And from then, every time there's a Jockeys Battle, it really captivates the crowd. This one is known as, there was one between Trevor Simpson and the Trinidadian Brian Harding, and there have been a fair few over the years. Thomas and Nelson will go down to the wire. Both men, different kind of riders, both men, different experience. Thomas, very likable. Dane Nelson, a joyful guy, always seems happy, especially, well, every jockey is happy when they're winning races. Dane Nelson, especially so. Anthony Thomas doesn't give anything away, always the poker face. Even when he has won 5 races on the day. Nelson, sometimes he comes back and he says, easy. He's a very likable guy. It's going to go down to the wire. It's blockbuster.
But can I ask you one question?
Yes.
Though? I know that Thomas has been leading by 5, 6 for a while now. Nelson has been struggling to really stay with it.
Well, not struggling, but he can't get closer than that.
He hasn't been able to get closer than
He's close enough. That is the important thing.
One day it could change.
Dane Nelson has 11 rides on Saturday's program, I believe, and Anthony Thomas has 9. You have to remember too that when Dane Nelson returned from Canada last year, in the space of about 4 or 5 weeks, he had 3-timers 3 times. He had 2 5-timers in November and another one in December. Now, in the past couple of months, we've seen Thomas reel off a couple of 5-timers as well, but this is going down to the wire, I'm sure, because Nelson, they call him the warrior chief.
So make the call.
He's not giving this away. I give Nelson the edge, but I like Thomas so much that I wouldn't mind if Thomas wins. We go to break. Back with more after this.